Jones.
And I'm George Nasir.
And we are here to introduce y'all to HeartSense. This is a heart health initiative to spread heart equity to underserved communities.
So why do you need heart health equity to underserved communities? Well, the unfortunate truth is that life expectancy and quality of life is heavily impacted by things like race, socioeconomic status, and where you live.
But we're sure you all already know that. But what's the bigger issue is that with our world-class healthcare system, still knows this as well and continues to perpetuate these disparities, leading to inequitable access to care and delays in treatment.
This is frankly unacceptable, but future healthcare leaders, like you all in this room, have the power to change that, and we actually have the privilege to work with a current healthcare leader.
I want to introduce you all to Dr. Antoine Keller. He's the founder of HeartSense. Dr. Keller is a cardiothoracic surgeon and the chief cardiac surgeon at the University of Mississippi Medical Center.
Dr. Keller founded HeartSense on a very simple, single conviction that heart health and world-class heart care should not be restricted depending on where you live. And this conviction is the rationale behind it is very obvious when we look at his research. Through HeartSense, he's collected a lot of data revealing very alarming gaps in cardiovascular diagnosis and care.
20% of cardiovascular diseases go undiagnosed in Black communities. 50% of people do not get the care they need following their diagnosis, leading to the most grave statistic, the mortality rate. Black people have a 2 to 5 times higher rate of death of cardiovascular diseases than the average. And this grim reality is why HeartSense exists. It is why we do what we do.
But on a brighter note, HeartSense does exist. It's actively trying to fight against this underrepresentation, undertreatment of underserved communities, while also simultaneously developing student skills. The way HeartSense acts to try to develop student skills is by providing opportunities for clinical experience and also interpersonal skills. The reason why HeartSense wants to do this is to build a community of motivated individuals who will become health leaders for the future and uphold health equity.
This community involvement is the first step to establishing an infrastructure of health equity by bringing the health equity to where people live. And the last goal, and the most important goal of them all, is becoming a pillar in these communities. Why? Because trust is a clinical tool. People are more likely to be open and engage openly and receive care sooner when engaging with people that they trust in their community, as instead of interacting with people that don't know, or people that you see on TV and telling them a bunch of stuff they've already heard. Being that pillar is why HeartSense is so necessary.
And so the way HeartSense actually accomplishes this is by working with local communities, like local churches, community centers, and local universities.
Working with these communities, we provide directly education about chronic heart disease, as well as providing them the necessary next steps and connecting them to care that they need if they have any of the diagnoses or any of the symptoms from the heart screenings that we do. Oh, so now I'm sure you guys are wondering, what does the screening look like? We're just talking about it, we go out there, what do we do? So here is a easy way to look at this.
Yeah, so our first step is by setting up a booth in the venue and interacting with the members.
Second, we walk people through the form, which we have everyone fill out before the screening. A lot of our members that we serve are elderly, and this is on an iPad, so we kind of walk them through how to touch the buttons, how to type it out.
And then after they complete that, we'll lead them to a quieter room where we complete the screening using this device here. It goes on the chest, records 15 seconds only. Whole process takes 2 minutes to record. Questionnaire takes 3 minutes. Whole process, roughly 5 minutes. Once they get the screening results,
then they get the results. Boom. They see whether if they are diagnosed with any, or they have any of the symptoms that are caught by the heart monitor. This is atrial fibrillation, tachycardia, heart murmurs. Then we provide them with the next steps.
Next steps we provide are a list of physicians that we know care in the community, like cardiovascular physicians, and also a pamphlet advising some lifestyle changes they can make to try to mitigate some of the findings of the heart.
And these pamphlets?
Oh yeah, I was going to say in very plain and simple English so they can actually apply it in their life, and not in clinical language.
So now that you know what it looks like in theory, let's talk about one we actually just did. Last month, HeartSense went to Friendship Baptist Church in Yorba Linda where we screened 65 people of the congregation. And I can say from personal experience that this reaffirmed my why. Engaging with the community in such an interpersonal way showed me the impact that we have from just one screening, and made sure that I verified why I wanted to continue doing and engaging with HeartSense.
And we didn't just have the opportunity to screen patients, we also educated some of them on heart health. I had the very good privilege of walking around the community and just talking to the church members and talking to them about why heart screening is important, the advents of why collecting data is important, and trying to alleviate some of their hesitation. It really showed why caring and meeting people where they are matters so much, because no one is the same. You have to address their specific needs to provide quality care. Oh, and lastly, there were a couple patients that actually had some significant findings from the heart monitor, and we provided them. We connected them to physicians in the area.
So, for HeartSense's second goal is preparing future health leaders to serve their communities.
And HeartSense hopes to accomplish this by allowing students the opportunity to do clinical screenings, to interact with the community in an interpersonal way.
Yeah, we provide opportunity for leadership, leading community screenings, engaging with the community, organizing a lot of these opportunities with these skills.
And third, there's a data analysis aspect where you have to take the data from the heart monitor and analyze it to see what trends appear. This is more targeted to our graduate students because the data is honestly a bit complex and involves a lot of signal processing and machine learning that some undergrads just don't have the experience for. But we welcome all undergrads to contact the graduate labs that work with HeartSense to maybe get involved in data analysis. But yeah, it's another thing that can come out of HeartSense.
And lastly, this develops all of you all into being well-rounded individuals that can serve their communities, whether that be in the medical field or without. We are creating a new generation of people that we want to see in these communities serving the people that live there.
But of course, there's communities everywhere. We don't want students to be skilled in only one area. So HeartSense serves to partner with schools nationally. Up here, you can see 5 schools that already partner with HeartSense, plus one more, the one that we represent.
UC And what these schools have the privilege of doing is becoming pillars in their local communities. Each university records 2 screenings per month, averaging anywhere from 30 to 50 people screened each screening. This allows the universities not only to become a pillar in their own communities, but by the nationalization of HeartSense, this becomes a national pillar in these underserved communities. Oh, hey, I heard my cousin so-and-so lives in Louisiana, knows about HeartSense. HeartSense is now in California. Oh, I'm gonna trust them, I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna engage with them. This is what we are striving to do in becoming a pillar in not just local communities, becoming a pillar national.
And it really is just simple math, because if you look at it, every single university can do up to 2 events per month with up to 50 people screened at each event. That's 100 people screened every single month per university. With 5 universities, that's 500 people screened. And the more schools that work with us, the more people get screened every single month. And not only that, we also build a very wide network of people who have very similar missions in life when it comes to health equity. So, here we go.
So, if our presentation resonated with any of you all, which I hope it did, I implore you to please scan this QR code or talk to George or I after in hopefully getting your school engaged with being a part of HeartSense. I promise y'all, way easier than it seems. Just come talk to me and we can hopefully get more of you guys on board. Thank you, and we want to open this up to any questions.